So this should be a short recording. Big Bang has its goalposts moved. So this is based upon this article. The article title is "The Big Bang No Longer Means What It Used to," and there's other articles like it on the internet. The article says the idea that the universe had a beginning, or day without yesterday as it was originally known, goes all the way back to 1927, although it's still a defensible position to state that the universe likely had a beginning. That stage of our cosmic history has very little to do with the hot Big Bang that describes our early universe. Although many laypersons and even a minority of professionals still cling to the idea that the Big Bang means the very beginning of it all, that definition is decades out of date. That's how to catch up. So the beginning of it all as to the beginning of the universe. And it goes on to say, if there's one hallmark inherent to science, it's that our understanding of how the universe works is always open to revision in the face of new evidence. Whenever our prevailing picture of reality, including the rules it plays by, the physical contents of a system, and how it evolved from its initial conditions to the present time, gets challenged by new experimental or observational data, we must open our minds to changing our conceptual picture of the cosmos. This has happened many times since the dawn of the 20th century, and the words we use to describe our universe have shifted in meaning as our understanding has evolved. So by saying it's a revision, it's omitting, it's moving goalposts. In sport, to move the goalpost is meaning you're trying to stop the other team from scoring. In physics, if you move the goalpost of a theory, that means you're trying to stop the theory being disproved. I could start disagreeing with what it says about Einstein's relativity, but I won't, because it'll make this video too long. Instead, I'll just skip to the relevant bit about Big Bang. Now, this is the picture of the Big Bang. You have three lines, and the blue and the red lines represent a traditional Big Bang scenario where everything starts at time equals 0. That's time t equals 0, including space-time itself. But in an inflationary scenario, which is yellow, we never reach a singularity where space goes to a singular state. Instead, it can only get arbitrary sport in the past, while time continues to go backward forever. Only the last minuscule fraction of a second from the end of inflation imprints itself on our observational universe today. So originally the Big Bang meant the universe started at time t equals 0, and now, well, they want time to go back even further, and they have to use the negative numbers. So you've got minus 0.2 seconds and so forth. So I'm pointing out again, based on the blue and red lines, the universe had a beginning at time t equals 0. Now the universe wants to be taking its existence before time equals t equals 0. In the new outlook, the universe does not necessarily have a beginning. Now they don't want Big Bang to mean it has had a beginning. The article goes on to say, whether there was a singular ultimate beginning to all of existence or not, it no longer has anything to do with the hot Big Bang that describes our universe from that moment. Inflation ended, the hot Big Bang occurred, the universe became filled with matter and radiation and more, and it began expanding, cooling and gravitating, eventually leading to the present day. There are still a minority of astronomers, astrophysicists and cosmologists who use the Big Bang to refer to this theorized beginning and emergence of time and space, but not only is that not a foregone conclusion anymore, but it doesn't have anything to do with the hot Big Bang that gave rise to our universe. The original definition of the Big Bang has now changed, just as our understanding of the universe has changed. If you are still behind, that's okay. The best time to catch up is always right now. So repeating what's been said, the original definition of the Big Bang has now changed, and that's a mission of moving the goalpost. And they don't want to say they have a new theory. Instead, they want to keep the name of the old theory and change the definition of what the theory means. Also repeating what they say, there was still a minority of astronomers, astrophysicists and cosmologists who use the Big Bang to refer to this theorized beginning. So they're admitting that some people are still using the old definition, and so this is the sort of mess you get into when you're moving the goalposts, and it seems to be a part of science in general to keep moving the goalposts. Thank you. The end finished for this one.